kick it. People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, hey, look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. Hey. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so.
Tonight, from London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New Orleans Saints and the Baltimore Ravens. There's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway here in London. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Allow me a second here to gush, because in his college career, the only player in NCAA history to rush for over 1,500 yards and pass for over 3,500 yards in a season, and he did it twice.
That's pretty good.
That's really good. Yet he only won the Heisman Trophy once.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Over the middle here to Brown.
That's good. We're up.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11 at the 41. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. On third down, Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A big-time third down play for the Ravens. 48 yards.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Well, CD, that was a well-orchestrated drive by Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, and how about the way he capped it off, too? Orchestrate the drive and then let everybody know exactly who the guy is on the field you've got to watch on every play. Finishes it off with a touchdown run.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, Deontay Harris. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Now we see quarterback Drew Brees and his New Orleans offense set to go on attack here for the first time.
Total relentlessness of consistency. Almost like a machine. If you watch him in practice after every throw, he resets his feet, visualizes all the other options on a play. So if he has to do it in a game, it's already there, has the muscle memory. I started calling him AI for artificial intelligence. Whatever defense does during a game, he absorbs it and then uses it against them as the game moves on.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brees, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Now Brees lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Jackson going to tuck it down on the option.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Baltimore Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Again, Jackson will keep it.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man,
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on second and long. Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Buying time to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And their inaugural sack in the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that dig?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Breeze now on first down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
At the 23-yard line.
Breeze now on first down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 77 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running.
That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Steps away to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Des Bryant there to make the grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Tucker lining up for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
His kick.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. 14.
Saints 7. Justin Tucker is a kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Harris to return it. And he won't quite make it to the 25. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. A gain of 6 there on first. Breeze, one of the best ever in these situations as he's trying to get his guys set. Now Breeze finding Kamara. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Wants to try to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will make it into the end zone.
I ain't worried about it. Let's go.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Ravens ready to take over.
Now, their passing game has certainly been buoyed by some unbelievable catches.
I love that word because if you're the quarterback, if you're the guy throwing it, buoyed would be the word, wouldn't it? Because right now I think his confidence level is so high. I just throw it out there. They will go get it. And we're seeing some fantastic catches and some great plays as a result.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Not sure I agree with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agree with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the...
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Give him 9 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 3rd and 2, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. The tally there, minus 8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Here's Harris to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the Saints offense. And he's racking up the yardage. You see the catches. And defensively, what do you do here to stop a guy like this?
You keep trying to change things up because nothing is really working. Whether you have a man on him, two people, You're showing different types of zone defenses combined with man-to-man coverages. Try and change things up and eventually get to the point where maybe you put enough people on him, they won't throw the ball to him anymore.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view. When you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Breeze looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Calais Campbell on the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime innings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
15 yards on the play, first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Breeze on the bootleg. He's got Burton here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But it's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Murray. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
To the ground, it's Kamara. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Tackled at the 7-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. That is caught at the 7-yard line. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Shotgun now for Breeze. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
17.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Out of the gun, he'll throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Dancing to his left. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Escaping, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Ravens have retaken the lead.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Harris to return it.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Now we'll see what Michael Thomas and the rest of the offense has in store here. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And his throw here's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Thomas. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Two veterans, Breeze to Sanders there for a Saints first down. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he doesn't, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his throw is incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
Back to throw, Breeze. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll make it third down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And the Saints are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. They'll try to turn a corner, but he can't get there. And it's a safety. And you know the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come up to 6.
A lot of points. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. They'll look to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. He'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They run. It's Kamara. 30. The 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
after the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. He's going to let it fly. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. But Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming. The Hail Mary, they just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.